The loudest man in the room never holds the power. The one who doesn't need to speak does. People talk about respect as if it's earned through achievements, muscles, or dominance. But Tommy Shelby shows something different. He walks into a room, quiet, slow, unbothered, and suddenly everyone rearranges themselves around him. No raised voice. No threats. Just presence. That's the paradox of real respect. It can't be demanded. It must be felt. And people feel it when they sense that you don't need anything from them. Tommy moves like a man who already knows the outcome. He doesn't rush. He doesn't fill silence. He lets the world bend around his stillness. That's the first truth of power. The calm man always controls the storm. When you rush, you leak urgency. When you speak too soon, you expose doubt. When you fill silence, you admit discomfort. But when you can wait, when you can look someone in the eye and not flinch, you show them something they rarely see. A person who isn't ruled by emotion. Most people live in reaction. They mirror the tone of the room, the energy of others, the chaos of the moment. Tommy doesn't. He decides the rhythm. Even when insulted, threatened, or pushed, he responds with control, and that's exactly why people follow him. Non-reactivity is one of the rarest human skills, because it means your emotions don't own you, and that's magnetic. People respect what they can't easily shake. They admire what they can't predict. Tommy's calm isn't performance. It's power disguised as silence. The way he looks at people tells you everything. He doesn't glance around nervously or dart his eyes away. He studies you, steady, deliberate, patient, until you're the one who breaks. That's not arrogance. It's awareness. Because when you truly observe people, you start to understand them more than they understand themselves. And in that understanding lies power. You can't control what you don't notice. Most people listen to reply. Tommy listens to read. He lets you talk, because the more you talk, the more you reveal. Eye contact, when done right, isn't about dominance. It's about stillness. It says, I'm here. I see you. I don't need to prove anything. Try that in your next conversation. Don't look away in insecurity. Don't stare to intimidate. Just hold until comfort turns to curiosity. You'll feel the shift immediately. But all of this, the silence, the stillness, the composure, is useless without conviction. Tommy speaks few words because he means every one of them. Every sentence lands like a bullet because it's forged in certainty. Listen to the way he speaks about his plans. Not I hope, not I'll try. He says, I will. His words carry weight because they're not negotiations. They're decisions. And that's what people respect, decisions. When you speak with conviction, the world rearranges around your intent. But conviction doesn't come from faking confidence. It comes from inner clarity, knowing who you are and what you stand for when no one's watching. That's the hidden discipline behind Tommy Shelby's charisma. He's already decided what he will and won't do long before the moment arrives. So when pressure comes, there's no confusion. He doesn't have to react, he just acts. You can tell a lot about a person by how they handle tension. Some yell, some retreat. Tommy does neither. He waits. Waiting is a lost art in a world obsessed with instant validation. But when you can hold your position under pressure, when you can breathe in discomfort without breaking, you project something deeper than confidence. You project mastery. It's the same reason leaders in chaos speak slower, not faster. They pause when everyone else panics. That pause is power, because silence isn't emptiness, it's control. When Tommy pauses mid-sentence, people lean in. The pause becomes the spotlight. Every second of stillness pulls others into his gravity. Try it. Next time you speak, let silence do half the work. You'll realize people don't remember the words, they remember the weight. But there's a darker side to this kind of respect. You can't fake it. You can't pretend to be calm when your mind is chaos. Tommy's control comes from knowing his demons intimately. He doesn't deny them, he integrates them. That's what makes him unshakable. Because you can't threaten a man who has already faced himself. You can't scare someone who's made peace with their own darkness. Most people fear losing control because they're afraid of what they'll find underneath. Tommy embraced that. He turned pain into presence. He turned chaos into calm. And that's the transformation people mistake for charisma. Real respect begins the moment you stop performing for it. When you no longer chase approval, your energy shifts. You become the reference point. Others adjust to you. The real lesson behind Tommy Shelby isn't about violence or style or power games. It's about inner order. A mind that's organized commands respect without noise. So if you want to carry yourself like someone others naturally respect, stop chasing reactions. Slow down! Speak less. Observe more. Move like time is yours. Because when you stop rushing, people assume you already know where you're going. And maybe that's the secret Tommy teaches us. You don't have to dominate the world to earn its respect. You just have to master yourself. If this reflection spoke to you, take a moment. Breathe, subscribe, and stay close. Not just to the channel, but to that quiet part of yourself that already knows what real strength feels like. Because the next time you walk into a room, it won't be noise that turns heads. It'll be the silence that follows you.